And you're like, all right, let's see what they could do. Well, I saw what they could do last year. And honestly, Eduardo Escobar had a really crappy year besides the month of September. If you didn't have that month of September, his numbers would be even worse than they were.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not going into this year, I'm not so excited
about these guys.
Right? So now the problem is, which is what my concern was, to start off the season, unless these guys like Vogelback and Eduardo Escobar were coming out and had lightning and on their bats, like hitting the ball left and right, going 4 for 4, 3 for 3, doing all this. Okay, fine. The conversation wouldn't be a topic. But the fact of the matter is they're combined 2 or 3 for 30, these guys. Now that's when now it starts getting pressing time. And it's only game 5.
I was just going to say, you're still not enjoying opening day?
No. I'm over that. Because it's the same team last year. I've seen these guys. Like,
these guys got to start gelling, though. They got to start gelling.
They're the same. It's the same exact team as last year. If anything, they should be over gelled. Like this team should be like this is my problem with the Mets and the management. This is not Buck. I'm not talking about Buck. I'm talking about the upper management. When you got guys now like Vogelback and Eduardo going 3 for 30, they know. We know Brett Baty is right there. He's coming. Mark Vientos, he's coming. Francisco Alvarez, he's coming. They're pressing because they know that these kids are right behind them. So when Eduardo Escobar goes 0 for 4, he's like, okay, that's another day. That's another day closer for me being out of here. When Vogelback goes 0 for 4, that's another day closer for me out of here. In his head.
Yeah.
And you think that we know this. Eduardo Escobar knows this. As a matter of fact, Keith Hernandez, they asked the question to Keith Hernandez because in, I think, 1982 with the Cardinals, someone got called up. And Keith Hernandez said it. He goes, listen, I knew. He goes, of course I knew. How couldn't I have known? And now with the digital era, now that we're in, I guarantee you during that game the other day when Brett Baty went 4 for 4 and had a grand slam and a home run within the first 6 innings, they know about it in the dugout.
They seen it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you're telling me that's not like messing up the clubhouse? Now you got Francisco Alvarez, Francisco Lindor after the game going up to Eduardo Escobar telling him, listen, don't worry about it. Keep playing your game. Like now he has to worry about that Francisco Lindor to keep Eduardo Escobar's head on straight.
Correct.
To keep Vogelback's head on straight. That was my concern going into this season. It's like a Band-Aid. Just rip it off. Have Brett Baty come up, start the season already, and have Eduardo Escobar DH.
You sound like I did last year when they weren't bringing up my guys.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's the way it's going down. I'm sure Buck has a lot of influence in these moves. All right, you have to try. You had to try.
Tried last year.
Vogelback. You had to try. This year they're still under contract.
I get that. But they tried last year when you got a guy like Brett Baty coming into spring training. He has the most hits. He has the most RBIs. He has the highest batting average. He has the highest OPS. What else more does he have to do? And then you put him down in the minors, and he right now he's like a combined like 10 for 12 with like 3 home runs, 6 RBI or more than that. He had 6 RBI in one game.
Can't you tell we're back, baby? Can't you tell we're back?
But it's like that was my concern. That was my concern. And
welcome
it's coming
back, everybody, to Empire State Sports.
Yeah, man. We're back, man.
It's miserable. He's ripping apart the team.
No, I'm not miserable.
I'm happy. I'm going to get freaking swept by the Astros in October. Nah, we're back.
I'm not. This is just me. This was my concerns with this team, and it's already happening.
It's not happening. You're figuring things out right now.
I mean,
you're being realistic. It's happening. You're right. Vogel, you just said these guys are 1 for 30, 2 for 30. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. It is happening. You're right. And they do suck. And that bottom half of that lineup looks like it sucks.
Yeah.
Even if you don't know a single thing, it looks boring.
Yeah,
yes.
it's boring.
And it looks like there's not even a hope down there.
Nah.
Right? So they're gonna get it. They have to change things up.